What's happening, y'all? The Sunday swing trade set up last Sunday, man. I was out of town. I was with my mother-in-law. Tomorrow, I'm going back out of town. I'll be in Tennessee. So I'm really trying to get at y'all real quick today. I got one swing trade set up. It looked real good. It looked real good. Even though the market is in a downtrend, I feel like I found a diamond in the rough. So with that being said, even though my swing trade setup is real nice, keep in mind that we have been in a bear market. So you gotta respect the trend no matter what. But if you catch a reversal right at the perfect point, then you know what I'm saying. It's gonna print heavy for you. So this trade looks like we might be catching a bottom of a reversal. And I'm gonna walk y'all through the whole education. I'm gonna do it like I always do. I'm gonna show y'all the whole market, all of that. So let's get into it, man. I'm gonna start off with the fear and greed index. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. So with the fear and greed index, when the market is fearful, we go up. When the market is greedy, we go down. I mean, not necessarily. When it's fearful, we could go more fearful. And when it's greedy, we could go more greedy. But the more fearful we are and the more greedy we are, is the more likely we're ready for a reversal. So we're right at the cusp of fearful, not really giving me too much information on where we're gonna go as far as the fear and greed index, but the stock market has been taking a beating, so I know we're not greedy. So there's that at least. So let me get into what's next. We're gonna hit US dollar. So the US dollar is inverse. And what I mean by inverse is the stock market reacts the opposite of the US dollar. So if we expect the US dollar to go up, then the stock market should go down. So based on this, I'm not really having too much information. I have my little drawn lines of support and resistance, and it's still below my, you know what I'm saying, my support level or whatever. But based on this, I'm not having too much information except for this little indicator down here at the bottom. On Swing Trade Sunday, y'all haven't seen me use this indicator before, but if you can look at this, whenever this turns from green to red, that's when you can see market transitions, right? So look down here, NSM, I forget the actual name of the indicator, my bad, but you might can find it out for typing NSM in there. If you're a long time viewer, I might give you like the exact, you know what I'm saying? I might give you the exact name of the indicator or whatever on my next trade. But on this one, so if you look right here, it turned green and the market is going up. It turned back red, the market is going down. It turned back green, the market is going up. So just by following this indicator and seeing when the transition is happening, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of green, red, and it kind of shows you. So the market currently is green, but if you also look at this dotted line is usually where it makes a transition. And it's right there at the transition, looking like the US dollar might be taking a downturn. So, with that being said, just based off of this one little indicator right here, because according to the MACD, it looked like the MACD could be saying that the US dollar could be going up. So between these two indicators, I'm getting mixed signals. The MACD hasn't actually crossed yet, and neither has this one. I mean, this one has already turned green. So I don't know. Maybe the US dollar is going up, maybe it's going down. But based off of the fear and greed index in the US dollar, I'm not really getting too much of a idea as far as like where the stock market is going, right? Um, so let's go to VTI. Let's look at the total stock market index and see what I think that's telling me on a daily time frame. All right, so VTI looked like we came down to that. The bottom of the Bollinger Band, which also looked like a level of support, we did cross that line going up on the stochastic. So when on the stochastic oscillator, this where I got the mouse at. If you notice, especially on a daily time frame, on swing trades, you want to look at longer time frames. So on a daily time frame, if you notice when the stochastic crosses, when it crosses up or below that orange line, the stock market responds. So we crossed right here, and that was right here when the stock market started to go up. We didn't come back down to it until right here, which is where this red candle is. So just based off of the stochastic oscillator, if you would have entered this trade right here and got in right where that pin bar had touched that level of support, that orange line, that moving average looks like it might be a 50. When it came down and touched that line right there, if you would have entered right there, that pin bar off of a level of support, you could have held it until the stochastic crossed again. And that would have been not the first red candle, but the second red candle. If you would have held it longer, you would have been good still, but that would have been a good exit. Make you a couple $1,000. You get up, you get in, you get out. But as far as the total market, it looks like we have made a bounce from that line. Look like we could be going in the upward direction, but we do have a moving average, this green line right here, right there in the way. So that could be a level of resistance. The market has been up a lot this year so far, way above the average of 12%. I think even though we've been down a lot recently, I think we still at like 18%. So it could have some room to come down. It's an election year. The market usually goes up. So, you know what I'm saying? With a lot of this information I got so far, it's no telling. On this indicator down here, we still ain't crossed yet. The MACD still ain't crossed yet. But the RSI and the stochastic are kind of giving me signals that the total stock market looks like it might be trying to go up. So we looked at the total market and all that. Nothing really giving me too much of excitement. But I'm gonna go to the one stock that looked good. And you know what I'm saying? This is really me trying to catch a bottom, like looking for perfection, not missing no room on this one, right? So I'm looking at Google, but what I want y'all to really see on Google, is this is on a daily time frame, and I'm gonna walk y'all through this whole trade. The reason why I like this so much. So let me go back to the live stream just to make sure y'all can see this. So, okay, boom. So we got this dragonfly doji or pin bar, whatever that is. That's the last candle that we had, right? So we got that, and on top of that, if y'all look at the Bollinger Band, this is the Bollinger Band right here. This little green line, and if you look historically, the stock stays within the Bollinger Band, right? This was the last time Google hit earnings. They crushed earnings. They smacked it in the face. If you look down here at the NSM indicator, that's when it turned from red to green and it went up. It smacked earnings in the face, but it went outside of the Bollinger Band, so it had to come back down. So sometimes it goes outside of it, but if you notice, the stock always stays within the Bollinger Band. Let me make sure y'all following me. So the stock stays within the Bollinger Band for the most part. But if you look at this doji, this dragonfly doji candle, we are 100% outside of the Bollinger Band, right? We're 100% outside of the Bollinger Band. On the NSM indicator, I hate that I'm calling it NSM. I wish I had a better name for it. I put it on my chart. I started using it on my chart like 2 days ago, and I really liked it. So I wanted to like try to fill it out or whatever. But mind you, I have not actually traded off of this indicator, but just looking off of like how it works, you know what I'm saying? We were down here and then right here, as soon as it hit that green mark, we started going up. So I'm trying to fill it out, but based off of just, when I look at a chart, I look all the way back as far as trading view go. And based off of that, to be real, it looked really good. I like the indicator so far. Haven't made a trade with it yet, but I spent a whole day. If I'm gonna add an indicator to the chart, I'm gonna spend a whole day on that mug, just making sure like it's not BS. And it's a lot of indicators I done ran through, but this one marks my approval. But we got the Dragonfly Doji or the pin bar, right? So first we're gonna do the pin bar. I'm gonna pull up the pin bar and show y'all what it looks like, what it's for, what's the definition, and all of that. Mind you, we supposed to stay. The stock typically stays within the Bollinger Band, and we're way outside of it. Y'all see the last time that we were outside of the Bollinger Band, what happened? So hold on, let me get that Dragonfly Doji pulled up. Come on, man. Y'all forgive me for these technical difficulties. My share screen ain't popping up for some reason. Come on, man. What's happening? So while I try to figure this out, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of education. So the trend is your friend. Right now, the market is a downtrend. So it is a risky move to place a bet against the market. This, what I'm talking about, is trade. What I'm talking about to y'all right now is literally like a at a try to catch a bottom type thing, like trying to hit a perfect trade. But usually, like with a trade, you don't have to hit the whole move. You don't have to be perfect or make perfection on it. You just need to catch a portion of it. You know what I'm saying? So ideally, a you want to make a confirm move. So how you make a confirm move? So if you look at these last three candles, right? You got this inverse hammer candle right here. You got this long bearish candle. And then you got this little doji or dragonfly doji or whatever it is. All of these candlesticks made lower lows. Each candlestick, like the low right here, is higher than the top right here. The low or the top right here is higher than the low of this candle. So they're making lower lows. You confirm the trend change when the next candle makes a higher high. So that's what I'm expecting on Monday or tomorrow. I'm expecting a higher high on this dragonfly after this dragonfly doji because we already have this stochastic oscillator crossing. And from what I showed y'all earlier, when the stochastic oscillator crosses, that's when the stock usually changes direction. The MACD is a little late to cross, and this NSM indicator, this unknown mysterious indicator, looks like it's about to cross these dotted lines. It looked like it does change colors sometime before it even crossed the dotted lines, but it looked like it's in that direction. So if you wanted, you could wait till this candle turn green on a daily time frame, and then you know what I'm saying, turn that into a trade after you do that. You know what I'm saying? But um my bad, y'all. I'm still struggling to switch the screens up on this thing. Um So that's the Dragonfly Doji or pin bar. Pin bar. So I also want to go over, if you've seen any of my swing trade Sunday plays, we got a nice divergence, right? And since this thing ain't really pulling up how I want to, I'm gonna try to improvise, right? So if I pull Google up a little closer so we can see, and usually I show definitions of everything, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll walk y'all through the whole trade and pull up definitions and all of that. But if y'all look at Google, right, we have a higher high, right? It's low here, we have a higher high. So now we go to the stochastic, and if we go from that same area from there to here, we have a lower low. Mind you, the lines are crossing over here where I showed y'all that they were crossing. So the stochastic oscillator, they're crossing, showing a strong reversal, right? So the stock is making a higher high, the stochastic is making a lower low. We also got the RSI making, and this is the most important one for the divergence for me. I really look at the MACD as a plus, but man, get out of here, man. Dang. All right, so what was that? The RSI. So that's what the RSI normally look like, and I always add the Bollinger Band on to them. So usually with the Bollinger Band, with the RSI, anything below this level down here, let me make sure y'all can see what I'm talking about. With the RSI, anything below this dotted line coming across right where y'all see it at is super oversold. It really don't get to that point ever, and it's literally at the most bottom of oversold ever, but also it's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So I've been studying the Bollinger Band, and usually when something goes below the Bollinger Band and then crosses the inside of the Bollinger Band, that means it should be going up. So we got the NSM about to cross the dotted line upwards. The MACD is kind of late to the party, but we got the stock making higher highs. We got the stochastic making lower lows. We got the MACD making lower lows. And I can't really see the RSI on there. So let me make sure the RSI, and the RSI is making lower lows. So if I wasn't struggling to show y'all, I would show y'all the divergence, right? You have bullish divergence, you have bearish divergence, you have bullish convergence and bearish convergence. So this is either a convergence or divergence, but either way it goes, if the indicators, meaning MACD and RSI, are going in the opposite direction, either higher highs or higher lows than the stock, it is set for a reversal. So the Dragonfly Doji, I don't know why I can't pull it up, but I want y'all to go ahead and look at that. The Dragonfly Doji or Bullish Hammer, either one you look at is a nice reversal candle. So that's on the daily time frame. I'm gonna go to the 4-hour time frame and show y'all why I like this situation even more. I mean, every time frame, I'm getting love from Google on every time frame. So this red line right here is the 200 MA. Now, if you a day trader, swing trader, whatever, you know that one of the strongest lines of support meaning where a stock will bounce up from, resistance meaning where a stock will bounce down from. The strongest level of support is the 200 MA. So on the 4-hour candle, you know what I'm saying? So we found a divergence and we're outside of the Bollinger Band with a reversal candle on a daily chart. Now on the 4-hour chart, we have the pin bar slash hammer candle touching the 200 MA. I mean, we're also oversold. We're oversold on everything. The stock market has been going down a lot. So we got that hammer slash pin bar on the 200 MA. I can't really show y'all. I don't know why I can't share my screen, but y'all look it up. The hammer candle is a reversal candle. The 200 MA is a strong level of support. So that's on the 4-hour. Now on a day trading aspect, on a smaller time frame, so if you're a seasoned day trader, you could probably spot this, you know what I'm saying, already and see what I'm seeing on the 5-minute time frame. Let me make sure y'all can see that. So on the 5-minute time frame on this NSM indicator, it already done crossed. It's already crossed. Now we look like we close to oversold on a stochastic, so I might expect in the morning the stock might, you know what I'm saying, it might go down in pre-market a little bit, just to fake you out and then go up. But this is what we call a bull flag, right? This is a bull flag, and at this blue line at the top, where you see the top of the flag, once it breaks that, that is a confirmation of a bull flag. That's not the reason why I put the line there. There's a historical line of support. I draw my support resistance lines. I start from the monthly time frame and I go down from there and I go all the way back as far as the chart could go to find historical lines of support resistance. So that's what my random lines on there is. It has nothing to do with the bull flag or anything like that. But the bull flag is a continuation pattern once it breaks literally where this line of resistance is. So on a day trading aspect, yeah, it's above the Bollinger Band, but if it breaks that, you know what I'm saying, that light blue line or whatever, nice confirmation. You might want to stay in the trade, even though everything else is giving kind of bullish slash bearish signals. I'm more confident on the swing trading aspect than the day trading aspect, only because it's so close to the top of the Bollinger Band. But you know, the Bollinger Band ain't always respected. But that's really it, man. That's the swing trade setup for next week. I will be out of town, most likely, depending on pre-market or how I feel. I'll probably be on the road by 9:30. I might take this trade, I might not. My trade setup for last week, I didn't because I was on the road. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay profitable, man, and make sure y'all got them stop losses in place and get out of the trade if it ain't working within a short period of time. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like and subscribe button. This thing just ain't been working. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this thing today, y'all. Shit has not been working for me. Like I can't even stop the video.